Yeah. Oh man. Hi, welcome back. We're coming live, poeticholla. This is the open-minded poetic drama. I am the complex at times GA.Holla. The last show we came to y'all, we talked about. Can't exactly remember what it was at the current time.
Drugs. That was the second topic. Drugs. Who's doing them? Who's selling them? Where they coming from? Are you living above or below a meth lab?
Yeah.
And
But then we talked about it keeps slipping my mind.
Well,
it just don't want to sit there.
Well, the first since you know the first topic was gangsterism and hood status.
That's what it was.
Gangsterism and hood status. I mean, I'm gonna just cut straight to a final thought, so we can get into the today's topics and whatnot. And word of the day, gangsterism and hood status. It ain't worth it. It's a bunch of crap. Get on with your life. All the gangsterism that was supposed to be happening, that happened for survival, that happened for you to be a part of a family, to keep the neighborhood going, it's over. It's over. That was in the 80s. That was in the 90s. This is real life. We're 30, 40 years old now. Let's get on with our life and, live for the country. We got a new president. Let's do our thing.
And that's the final thought. Now, I guess the next part that we would call, it would be the thought of the day. And thought of the day is coming to you from Poetic Drama, so that's here.
Thought of the day comes from one of my favorite authors, Robert Frost, and it comes from Death of a Hired Man. And it's just a small quote. Home is the place that when you have nowhere to go, they have to let you in. And that's the thought of the day. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess that's the definition of home. That's the definition of home I was taught. Home is not necessarily where you lay your head. Home is where you're welcome, where you want it, where you're embraced.
No, he didn't say where you want it. He said when you have nowhere to go, they have to let you in.
Oh, well, I guess.
That could be the Superdome Katrina hit. They had to let you in. Where really is home? Home is where the heart is, not all the time, but is home where you lay your head?
I can't necessarily say home is where I lay my head. You know, me personally, home is that place that when you go there, you feel wanted, welcome. A place to live, a house, a roof over your head, that's a place to live. Superdome, Katrina, shelter, that's where you live.
True.
But home, that's when you go, you kick your feet off, you chill, you relax, and you feel no worries for the most part. That's home to me.
Okay, that's a good definition of home. I always heard home is where the heart is, home is where you lay your head. I think pretty much what you said. I don't agree or disagree with it, but definitely A Hired Man by Robert Frost is one of my favorite pieces of literature. But I do disagree with that part. But like I said, he was writing not coming from himself, but in a storyline as far as the poem went. But home is where the heart is, I believe. Like Holla said, home is where you're at home, and home is home. You know what the home feeling is. Home is when you can get up, when breakfast is cooked, and everybody eating, everybody chilling on one accord, one vibe, whatnot. That's home. Home is where every time you look around, you see somebody that loves you, and everybody you love. So that's what I think home is. But I'll just I give you the thought of the day from a literature point of view, because a lot of our young people don't read.
You know what?
As much as they should, and that cuts out communication. And if you don't read, then you will not know what's going on, whether it be newspaper, books, or whatnot. You will not know what's happening in the world. So that's why I always tell the young people and the older people, always read so you know what's going on. Because if you don't read and you let people tell you what's going on in the media, they'll pull the wool over your eye every time. So I always say, please read to whoever it is.
Now, you know what's funny about that, about you saying reading? Because me personally, I feel as though reading is a dying art in today's culture. That's just how I feel.
It is.
But I was talking to an older lady, and she said, well, if you really think about it, it's not that reading is a dying art. Why do you think bookstores never go out of business? And I never really looked at it from that point. If you really pay attention to it, yeah, you got your, Barnes and Nobles, and they had their little coffee shop, and yeah, Starbucks and a little coffee shop, but a couple of these bookstores, they just been around and they've been lingering.
But bookstores don't go out of business because every time they ring you up for a book, depending on the book you ring up for, the government puts a flag on it.
Well, somebody got to be reading these books regardless of the point.
Yeah, but if the bookstores won't open, then they can flag you.
I guess that
so if you pick up the right book and they flag you, you know what? You gotta understand why conspiracy theorists often disappear, or often stop being conspiracy theorists.
Oh,
because I mean, they get you. If you keep buying the same book, or these kind of books, they're gonna flag you.
So what you're saying is,
like if you buy too many guns or you buy too many seeds from High Times magazine, some of the DEA or the ATF, they're gonna flag you.
So technically, like, kind of like the internet, how they profile what you do, pay attention to what you do. You buying these books, even though you're not showing identification or nothing, you going and buying these books. You're telling me they're keeping a record and a track of the books you're buying.
Keeping a record and a track of it. Just like if you say, you go on your email, you email somebody and put Barack and the word assassination in the same sentence or a few sentences apart, they don't flag it. I know one person, they cut his whole email account off.
Okay.
So it's getting flagged. I mean, that's how I feel. Well, that's actually what I know.
So I guess with this being America and this supposed to be our home, do you feel homely with stuff like that going on?
Yeah.
Because
it's been happening for years. It's been happening for years. I don't feel bad about it. I was just in chains 300 years ago, so this is better than what was going on a little while ago. And then again, it's gonna happen. I mean, they say it's for our security. Is it really? I don't know. No, it's not. Like CeeLo said, it's like the gates, the chains, the fences were put up to keep crime out, to keep our ass in. I feel like it's keeping me in. So therefore, either it is or it isn't. But I mean, I love the country. Like I said, I love the country. I wouldn't want to live nowhere else. And if it came time for me to go to war for the country, who knows what I would do? Me being the unpatriotic patriot I am. I don't want to live anywhere else. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I'm gonna use my right to vote, but yet and still, when it comes to some things, some of the systems that are used in the government, I don't agree with them. I agree with them. Some of them I don't agree with the rest of them. But hey, it is what it is. In other places, they have it worse off than we are. It could be worse.
So
it could be a lot worse.
I guess my next thing is, could you repeat the poem by Mr. Frost, right?
Mr. Frost. It said, it was called from. It's a quote from The Death of a Hired Man, and it's called, and the quote states, "Home is the place that when you have nowhere to go, they have to let you in."
So is that America for us, as in, and
not anymore. Not anymore.
But at one point in time,
it used to be, give us your meek, your frail, your loss of heart. Now it says no openness, no applications, no help wanted, no vacancies, no more room in the inn. That's what it's saying now. You stay out. We got no problem.
I think we'll come back to you with our next topic and our next subject of the day. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And if you want to hit us up, you can hit us up at poeticholla at live.com. That's POETIC
HOLLA
at live.com. Where our two topics will be
Barack Obama. Is he for real?
And reparations. Should we get them, us as black people, or should we just say forget about it? We'll get back at you in a minute. We're going to party, holler at you later.